Let us look at proposition number 19 of book 7 of Euclid's Elements. The proposition says if four numbers are proportional, then the number produced from first and fourth equals the number produced from the second and third. And if the number produced from the first and the fourth equals that produced from the second and the third, then the four numbers are proportional. So two parts to this. One is the opposite of the other. Here, let's do one thing. Let's multiply A and D and B and C and present it. So let us start with E, and this is the number produced by multiplying A and D. Similarly, let's multiply B and C. And now let's multiply A and C. G is A times C. E is A times D. And F is B times C. And let's see how we go about proving this. We know that the first part of the proposition says that these numbers are proportional. So A is to B is equal to C is to D. Now E is A times D and F is B times C. Multiply A by C to get G. We have already done that, which means we can write this as G is equal to A times C. So if you look at this, E is equal to A times D and G is equal to A times C. We have a number multiplied by two numbers. And we know, we have seen a proposition before. Based on this, we can say C is to D as G is to E. But C is to D is equal to A is to B. So let's substitute that. So this becomes A is to B is equal to G is to E. Okay. Similarly, we can show that A is to B is equal to G is to F. So here you see F is equal to B times C, G is equal to A times C. So we have here two numbers being multiplied by a number. This is another proposition that we have seen, based on which we are saying A is to B equal to G is to. If you notice, here you have A is to B, here you have A is to. So we can say G is to E is equal to G is to F. And since E and F are both being compared to the same number and the ratios with that same number is equal, that means E is equal to F. So we started with four numbers proportional to each other and we ended up with their product, that is A times D is equal to B times C. Here those are nothing but E and F. So we have shown the first part. Now let's look at the second part. Basically it talks of vice versa kind of situation. So we start with E is equal to F. We are given that A times D is equal to B times C. We can, based on the same construction, we can say G is to E is equal to G is to F. So when we compare E and F with the same number, the ratios would be equal. But we know G is to E is equal to C is to D. And we know G is to F is equal to A is to B. So doing the necessary substitutions, we can say A is to B equal to C is to D. So that is proposition number 19 of book 7 of Euclid's Elements. Again, let me remind you, there is a link to a PDF book which describes all these propositions in detail. Please feel free to download it, refer to it, share it if you feel somebody else can also benefit from it. That's it for now.